So what actually does a gastroenterologist do then? Like what is a gastroenterologist's role?
Yeah. Gastroenterology, when we talk about gastroenterology, that involves the system, digestive system, involving nutrition and digestion. So we divide into two main parts. One we call a luminal or hollow organs, which is originating from the mouth up to the anus. And then you have a solid gastroenterology, which is involving with the liver and the pancreas.
Mm-hmm.
So the digestive is the main function, and where that when you take some food, when it goes to the stomach and it's get digested and then absorbed, and that is all part of the luminal gastroenterology part. And I would say this gastroenterology, not only it is an important function, but it also the second largest network outside the brain of neurons. It is they call it the second brain because lots of neurological connection, neurons and the neurotransmitters and the chemicals plays an important part in the gastric function.
Okay.
And
you made that distinction earlier on with the luminal and the solids. What type do you practice?
Yeah, my main interest is luminal, and that is probably, I would say, one of the commonest reasons the patients are referred for specialist opinion. That is,
okay.
Yeah, amongst the gastroenterological disorders, there are some of the commonest problem that you would see in your day-to-day practice.
Good. So a lot of people, I think, have stomach problems in terms of IBS. Some people might have intolerances that feel they can eat. It's very, very diverse in terms of the presentation in the normal population. How important is digestive health for overall fitness and well-being? In your practice, what have you seen and how important is it? What can you say on that?
Yeah, I think if we look at the gut, the microbiome is probably the hottest topic in nutrition now. And the scientists are trying to manipulate and map out our microbial friends in the gut. And one of the most significant discoveries as of late is the huge role that the gut microbiome plays in the rest of our health. In fact, people say that the 3 pounds of microbiome that we carry around in our body is more important than every single gene that we have in our genome. So it has been now shown to be a very important player in gut health.
Okay. 3 pounds of microbiome. Just out of curiosity, is that like a standard measurement, or is there like a variety? Is there like a range in different people?
Yeah. We have got trillions of bacteria, virus, fungi, protists and pastes in our gut. So gut has got a huge number of organisms. And if you try and get all the organisms, if you measure it, they think it's about 3 pounds. So that's what I meant. The large gut has got gut microbiome that would collectively weigh about 3 pounds.
Okay. And just speaking of the microbiome, how does a balanced gut microbiome contribute, would you say, to general well-being?
But the gut microbiome, people now understood it is the main driver of our immune system and our digestion. That is no doubt about that. Has been proven to be very helpful. And it also linked to a wide variety of benefit, both physical and mental. For example, people say that when you have certain diet, and that tend to have a anti-inflammatory effect, and that tend to promote your physical health and also mental health. It tend to release the cytokines and the hormones and the chemicals that tend to help with your mood as well. So it has a huge role to play. In fact, if you look at the history of the gut microbiome, the scientists have identified that. So
can I just pause you quickly? Just to give a little bit of context, just explain quickly what the microbiome actually is, just to create a little bit of understanding.
So if you look at the luminal part of the gastroenterology, we have the esophagus or gullet, we call it, about 35 to 40 centimeter in length, and that goes and joins the stomach. Then we have got 6 meters of small bowel which is hanging in our tummy, and then it joins with the large bowel where the appendix and the cecum is. So the large bowel is about 60 to 70 centimeter in length.
Mm-hmm.
And that contains the bacteria, what we call a gut microbiome that we're now referring to.
Okay.
As I mentioned, those large bowel gut microbiome consist of trillions of bacteria, virus, fungi, and protists, various types. They all play a part.
Okay.
That is what collectively called gut microbiome. In fact, they say the gut health relies on three foundational principles.
Mm-hmm.
One is the healthy gut microbiome, that we can talk about what is healthy microbiome. And the other one is a good balanced diet, and then regular exercise. All three are the main foundational elements of a good gut health.
Okay. And in terms of what someone can eat to improve their gut microbiome, what sort of foods should people eat more of, and what sort of foods should people stay away from to improve their gut microbiome?
Yeah. I think that the general rule of thumb is, John, it is what you need is a good balanced diet. That is what we should be aiming for. And when it comes to advice about diet, there is no hard and fast rule I don't recommend. I think it is a more individualized, it's an intuitive area.
Yeah.
We should be talking to people about their likes and don't likes and get a balanced diet for that particular individual. It can vary, but as long as the theme is that we maintain 1/3 of the diet come from carbohydrate, 1/3 come from the fat, and 1/3 come from the protein. That is a general good balanced diet. Certainly, there are things that we need to make sure that we have supplements and things. And also, I think is important, John, perhaps if I may add on to that, there are a lot of myths and misconception about this gut microbiome, because there are a lot of things been written about it, people hear about it, people talk about it. So people think this gut health or gut microbiome involves various shakes, smoothies, supplements, strange detox regime, and then endless meditation or some challenging yoga pose. No, they're not. It's all about everything in moderation, and you enjoy what you like, and then good balanced and healthy nutrition, and make moderate general changes, moderate changes gradually. Any drastic change in the diet and try and lose weight for a short term, I find in my experience, the patients I see, it is very difficult to sustain and maintain long term. So we need to make sure that whatever the diet pattern that we recommend, it should be easily accessible, it is available, and it is something that they can maintain long term. That should be the key message. So I think it's important that we don't we emphasize the fact there are lots of myths and misconceptions about what the gut microbiome is.
Okay. Yeah, with the internet, it's very easy to spread misconceptions, and people will just run with it. It's hard to tell facts from fiction nowadays. Absolutely. So I think you're 100% right.